Love to impress Hassan today. Strangely, he's my son's favorite too, so let's see how it goes.
Amazing to have Hassan here today. He's a culinary hero for me. Really inspired me to get into cooking myself.
The ingredients look really good. There's lots of fresh fruit in there, which is more so the desserts that I really like. So today I'm going to make strawberries, a pepper panna cotta, and then some pepper meringue shards as well. I'm adding pepper as a major flavour in my panna cotta today. The strawberries and cream and pepper go really well. The only thing that I'm concerned about is I've only got white pepper today, and strawberries and peppers usually with black pepper, which tastes a little bit different to white pepper. But I think I have to take a little bit of a risk.
I really hope today I get tasted.
Steph,
Hey!
what's the dish?
I'm going to be old school today, and I'm doing a bit of a brandy snap basket.
Brandy snap basket.
It's quite exciting, that.
It's a little smaller one.
Something a bit nicely cute about it.
Yeah, they are. They don't come back very often, do they? But well, they're about to come back.
Ooh.
I'm going to make a bit of a vanilla mousse with the cola. So use the cola to flavour the mousse a little bit with some beautiful fresh raspberries.
Sort of doesn't make sense, doesn't it?
Makes sense to me, yeah. And I'm interested, the actual combination of the raspberries with the vanilla and the cola.
Yeah.
Good luck today.
Thank you.
Good luck.
What a beautiful man, so friendly. I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty keen to have Heston here and the possibility of him tasting my food. Fingers crossed. That's why I really want to cook something good enough, worthy of him tasting.
For me, I think creatively more with sweet desserts than I do with savoury dishes because I love making desserts.
So I'm going to do a chocolate and cola panna cotta with a caramelised banana ice cream.
The panna cottas that I've done in this competition so far has been a hit and miss.
In the past, it's been a puddle on the plate, so I'm quite nervous about that.
I've never used cola a panna cotta before, but Heston is such an inspiration to push the boundaries.
I'm really happy with the chocolate and cola flavour in the panna cotta.
I love the fizz that the cola gives to the chocolate, and I'm really excited.
And now I'm just caramelising my bananas for my caramelised banana ice cream.
Heston, lollies, sweetly, unbelievable. 1 hour to go!
Sandeep has your confidence, hoping to put up a childhood memory of mine, which is going out with my dad for a banana split ice cream.
Yeah, Heston here, you have to produce something really good for him.
Okay, what's the dish?
A temper chocolate cup with raspberry jelly, a strawberry sorbet, and a chocolate mousse.
We've got a bit of retro happening today.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you up to?
I'm making a spearmint ice cream.
You know, caraway and spearmint have the same aroma molecule. It's called carbo plus and carbo minus. And if you taste caraway seeds, think about spearmint.
Oh, wow.
It's the same. There's a useless piece of information for you.
I'm doing a on double scoop ice cream, strawberry ice cream with a raspberry sherbet, and a mint chocolate ice cream with some tinted chocolate on there as well. Thank you. Ever since I was a little girl, I used to go to most afternoons and get my lollies and my ice creams. So I thought,
Get my favourite flavours in there. Making 2 ice creams is really ambitious, but Heston's here, so we want to put up a good dish that, he's impressed by.
White pepper panna cotta mixture's all ready to go, so I need to get that into the freezer. Going for those flavours of strawberry and cream today, so it's time to get onto my strawberry elements.
Yeah, feeling really on track actually.
I cooked pretty well last week, had my 2 best dishes in the competition by far, so I just want to continue that momentum.
Then you're on a roll.
So this is strawberry agar gel. I got a pepper panna cotta setting. We've only got white peppercorns rather than black peppercorn.
I've only got white. Oh, because you want black.
A bit of a difference in the flavour of the classic strawberries and pepper. It's okay.
You know what the problem is?
Today I'm making strawberries with a pepper panna cotta. The only thing is that I've only got white pepper today, and strawberries and peppers usually with black pepper.
It's a bit of a difference in flavour of the classic strawberries and pepper.
I'm trying to think of how I can try and replicate the black pepper flavours with white pepper and what I've got in the box. Black pepper's a bit more floral and grassy, so I look at the spearmint. I know that this dehydrates really well, so I immediately start working on that.
Beautiful.
Pestins here. I need to just pull it through and focus and make sure I can just make everything make sense in place.
Ben, the colours are great, but it's got to be delicious. Because remember these little sweets? If you're going to use strawberries, just try and extract the most flavour you can out of it. Awesome.
The dish I'm making is a chocolate and strawberry mille foy. Making that rough puff. It's going to take a bit of time and I need to have lots of separation in the layers.
I want it smooth, you know?
So I fold the rough puff, and this is the first round of folding I need to do. I need to grate through the butter, get it back in the fridge and let that harden up. It needs to keep cold so that the butter doesn't absorb into the flour.
All right, Derek. Hey guys, how you going?
Good, what are you doing?
I'm going to do like a raspberries and cream mille foy.
Like a ripple, a bit of a ripple.
Yeah, so it kind of...
I've just given that idea, haven't I?
Yeah. Yes, you have.
Okay, so you're making your own puff?
Making my own puff,
Wow.
yes.
Oh, it's good.
Adventurous.
Yes.
The rough puff is quite involved. I haven't made this dish in 75 minutes before, so might have my work cut out for me.
Sorry, Desi.
Guys, what an exciting day! Get a sugar rush on! 45 minutes to go, come on!
Today I'm inspired by the wagon wheel. It's one of my favourite treats.
Oh God, I remember that, the wagon wheel.
I used to put the wagon wheel in my pocket for 10 minutes before I ate it.
So it got a little more squidgy.
Bit of squishy.
Simon, what are you cooking?
I'm making Melbourne moments.
And are you going for the piping on top to be hard or
No.
sort of softish?
Buttercream soft.
The thing with desserts is with all the ingredients, not only you have to consider them for the flavour and the taste, but the structural effect they have on the dish.
Right.
Tim,
G'day, fellas.
banoffee pie? Banoffee pie.
My wedding ring. I've lost a bit of weight. The ring was loose.
Don't lose your wedding ring, mate. Hold on to that ring, yeah?
Morning, great. Today I'm making a chocolate cola panna cotta with a caramelized banana ice cream. Ice cream's looking really good. It's a great consistency and the flavour of the caramelized banana really sinks through. So I'm going to put that in the freezer with my panna cotta. Heston is just so inspiring to me. This is another experiment I'm doing. Just his mindset is so creative. I just love that he can really push the boundaries. So I'm going to do exactly that and do something I've never done before. So I'm experimenting with a cola honeycomb. I'm just going to see if I can pull it off somehow. I have no idea what's going to happen here. Kind of excited. And it's starting to bubble up. I'm looking at the bubbles and I'm really excited. It smells good. Once it hits 150 degrees, I add in my bicarb, I whisk it all together. I pour that into a tray and it's starting to rise even more and I know my honeycomb is working out. Let's get it done. The dish I'm making is a 2-scoop ice cream with some tempered chocolate on there as well. I'll get a twirl for the bit of the crunch as well. But it's kind of a nostalgic sort of take on, you know, I used to eat a lot of ice cream as a kid. Strawberry ice cream. It has a beautiful soft strawberry flavour and the perfect amount of sweetness. Now my englazes are done, I need to get them into the ice cream churner. Yay! I'm really happy with that. It feels like everything is just going right for me today. So now I get on to making my twirls.
I am cooking a granny snap basket with some cola mousse and some raspberries. My granny snap has worked. Nice and firm, it's going to be great. Thinking about my dish, I need to find something to make it just that little bit more special. So I'm going to mess with this cola a little bit more and make a cola caramel. I take the rest of that cola, pop it into a pot and reduce it right down till it's really, really thick and syrupy. Good idea. It actually tastes really good. It's got a really lovely bitterness, more bitter than a really dark caramel, but without the burnt flavour. I really like it. Excitement! And I'm hoping that will be enough to get me tasted.
I'll tell you what, you've all got some great ideas, but how on earth are you going to bring it all together in 30 minutes? Let's go!
There's a lot going on. Right now I'm making my creme pat, I'm making my chocolate ganache, and I'm laminating my rough puff for the third time. But I know I've got to get this rough puff into the oven because I've got to cool it down before I start piping anything onto it.
So what are you making?
Strawberries and cream milfoil. I've got my rough puff. I've got to pretty much do one more turn, roll that out, get that into the oven for about 20 minutes. I had an idea of doing like fizzy chocolate as well with the bicarb and the citric acid, and just kind of paint that on the milfoil.
Yeah.
So you get this.
See what you get when you do it.
Yeah.
Look, yes, it's Heston, and he wants a little trick in there. But do you have time? Do you have the experience? That pastry will take a bit of time to bake.
Rough puff in the oven, but it's really going to push me for time now because the rough puff needs to cook and it needs to cool down really quickly because once I start piping the creme patissiere onto it, if it's not full, then it's just going to melt that away. I move on to making my fizzy chocolate. Fizzy chocolate doesn't look fizzy, but when you taste it, it gives that sherbet note to your tongue.
I can't wait to taste your sweet. You've got 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Oh my God.
10 minutes. Holy crap.
10 minutes to go and my ice cream looks absolutely amazing and I'm so stoked. I take my honeycomb out of the fridge, I start to slice it. Oh, yes. And I can't believe how many bubbles I've managed to get into that honeycomb. I'm just so happy with it. Okay. Ooh. And the last thing I need to do is get my panna cotta out of the mold. Now look. Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. My panna cotta is set and I'm just so excited. I think I have a real chance to be tasted today.
Almost all the elements are finished. Get my meringue out of the oven and I'm pretty happy with it. It's nice and crisp. It's just onto the panna cotta now to see if it's set or not. I'm kind of nervous unmolding it, but I know it's now or never.
Oh shit.
No, it's not completely a puddle, but it has not completely set correct. It's not standing, nice and proud and tall.
Right. It's all happening. I'm making a banoffee pie. Because I'm getting my inspiration from bananas today, I thought, why not have some grated lolly banana on top just to finish it off?
Ah, nice.
Yeah, just as a bit of a finishing touch.
I think my dish could be top 3. I've got some really interesting flavours. My beautiful cola vanilla cream with some beautiful fresh raspberries. Some of that spearmint sugar. I really gently pick up my brandy snack twill and I pop it really even more gently on top of those raspberries. So I've got my fingers crossed today.
Deliciousness, 100%, but plated up to perfection. 2 minutes to go. Come on! Come on, let's go.
I've got sherbet too.
I'm really running out of time. 2 scoops of ice cream without the cone element. It's hard to plate that beautifully. I think that the flavours are really vibrant and exciting, but I'm struggling to bring it all together.
Forget the money! Show me the lolly! 1 minute to go!
There's hardly any time left on the clock. I can still feel the heat off the rough puff, and it's really making me worried right now. With the layers on the milfoil, I started with a base level of rough puff. I put some strawberry creme patissiere on top. Then I put another layer of rough puff, coated that in some fizzy chocolate, and then put the classic creme patissiere on top of that. Topping milfoil out, I put another layer of rough puff on the top.
30 seconds! Come on!
Oh my God.
Far out. As I'm getting to the top layer, I'm kind of noticing that it's starting to slide.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time's up.
What happened?
Oh.
Oh no, it's falling. Can you say it?
I cannot say it. It's going to go. Collapse. It's an absolute disaster. I'm feeling really disappointed because if it had been cooler, I think this would have looked really awesome. But I think all the flavours are there, so I'm still hoping that I get tasted today.
What an interesting cook. The start of Sweet Week. So much more to come. Now remember, we're picking the 3 most impressive looking dishes, and if you win this first round, straight through to the immunity. So, first up to taste is... Steph.
I'm actually shocked that this amazing man has chosen to taste my dish. I'm thinking, please let this be delicious.
Alrighty. Ooh. What is it?
I've made a bit of a play on your brandy snap basket, I guess.
Okay.
They've made a cola cream and raspberries, a brandy snap twill, and there's spearmint sugar and a cola caramel.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh, that's nice and bitter. I quite like it. A little bit extra if you want it.
Esther, what do you think?
Efficiently, I like it.
Yeah, I like the idea of, instead of a brandy snap basket, you've got something you can smash through.
You should smash. Go on, crack on.
Go. Oh, lovely.
Look at that delicacy.
Amazing.
That combination, raspberry, cream, caramel, brandy snap, it's particularly good. It's almost like a sweet Vegemite. It's a really nice idea. And also I think that it's got a slight molasses character to the syrup, which gives it a bitterness which cuts through the cream. And it also works really well with that toasty brandy snap on the top.
I've not seen a brandy snap in retros back. That's so cool. And the way you presented it, as Gary said, beautiful, because you get that moment when you get to crack something, put a smile on your face, and then, I'm not a big cola drinker, but I actually really love that because it's got that bitterness to it. Fresh raspberry, yum. It's a really good effort. Well done.
Good stuff. Well done, Steph.
Thank you. Thanks very much. I am blown away, firstly, that Heston ate my food, but secondly, he liked it. Shut up, Heston ate my food.
Next dish we'd like to taste belongs to... Tessa.
I'm hoping that the judges will be able to see past it not being the prettiest dish that I've plated, but all the elements taste amazing and the story behind each of those elements is there, and I hope that they get taken back to a childhood memory of their own.
Tessa, what have you cooked?
I've done my take on a 2-scoop ice cream. So I did a mint chocolate chip ice cream with cola jelly and tempered milk chocolate. And I've also done a strawberry ice cream with raspberry sherbet and a tweedle.
The concept of the 2 ice creams, but I'd love you to just concentrate on doing one. And I think if you pick that tender cola jelly, the tempered chocolate, that super crisp biscuit, and that mint chocolate chip ice cream, those elements together would have made for a much better dish.
Oh yeah, I totally agree. The focus on, because the mint flavour in the ice cream comes from the stomach, but the way you serve it, those 2 ice creams are also starting to mix together. So yes, it just becomes a little bit muddled.
I'm happy that the judges tasted my dish, but it's a bit disheartening to hear that that's, what's happened. I've learned that I need to get a clear idea at the beginning of my cook instead of trying to sort of overcomplicate it.
And the last dish we'd like to taste belongs to
Ben, Tim, Derek,
Ben, perhaps.
Tessa. Oh, Tessa da Vantala, Lorisa, Nicole.
The last dish we'd like to taste belongs to Larissa.
Anacha.
Oh my gosh, Hassan's just about to eat my food. This is so nerve-wracking. I've taken a big risk today, adding cola to my panna cotta and to my honeycomb. So I'm really nervous to see how they react to my dish. So I've done a chocolate and cola panna cotta, a cola honeycomb, caramelized banana, ice cream, and a few raspberry pearls on top.
You've made panna cotta before in this competition, haven't you?
Yeah,
Success-ish, disaster, yes.
Yeah, I've had a bad experience with panna cotta, so I've been very hesitant to do one in this kitchen, but I guess Heston inspired me, so I did everything I could to come up with a good dish.
Heston, what do you reckon about the look?
I want to eat it.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a good start.
Honeycomb was fantastic.
Thank you.
Funny because normally I'd say that panna cotta was too elastic, wasn't delicate. But when you have it with the ice cream and the little nuggets of raspberry and the caramelised banana, there's something very warm and comforting in a cold one. Yeah, it's kind of brings you in and wraps you up.
And I'll tell you right now, that ice cream and honeycomb is off the dart. It's beautiful.
I love the caramelisation of the bananas. Again, adding another little complexity to it. That's a cracking dessert. Well done.
You know, when you go to fact up, you leave with a little paper bag, a little pink and white striped paper bag of Heston's lollies. And I think what you should do is you should bring a honeycomb into this one paper bag and give it to Heston to take away. Get it, son.
Maybe leave the ice cream out. Thank you very much. See you later, guys.
Yeah. Yes, without a doubt.
I love it. We all love it. Best dessert. You've won the mystery box. Congratulations. You're safe. Up you go. Well done.
It's like music to my ears. I can't believe that they're loving it this much, and I'm just so happy that I took such a risk today and that I pulled it off well.
Congratulations, Larissa.
Thank you.
Great cooking. It's a nice place to be up there, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
For the rest of you, it's time for today's invention test.
What the hell is it today?
You know how sometimes we ask you to think outside of the box? Well, today, we want you to think inside the box. Because today's invention test is all about cereal.
என்னடா சாக்கோஸும் ஈக்கோஸும் வச்சிருக்கீங்க?
Today we want you to create a sweet dish using cereal in an inventive way. Heston, your brain would be ticking over right now, wouldn't it?
For me,
Australia,
it's nothing much more and more nostalgic than cereal. Whether it's doing a puzzle on the back of the packet or whether it's finding a toy in the cereal box, there's always the opportunity to be a bit playful with this as well. And that playful nostalgia will make a difference. Right, the rules. 75 minutes to bring us one sweet
dish. Open pantry, and the garden's in play. The 3 best dishes will join the list in this week's immunity challenge. 3 least impressive dishes go into a sweet week pressure test. And then someone will go home. Right guys, you pumped up?
Yeah.
You excited?
Yeah.
Heston's in the house. Heston, would you like to kick them off? 3, 2, 1, go!
Go that way, quick. Sorry.
I've actually done pretty well in the invention test so far. Today I'm going to have to try and cook a sweet dish, and it must feature some breakfast cereal. The first thing that's coming to mind is like a honey nougat parfait, because it's quite sweet. If I add the rice bubbles, it'll create a lovely crunch and will make it not quite so sweet.
The rice bubble will just be stirred through the nougat ice cream before it goes into the freezer.
Super excited to get to Heston. A little bit less excited than the first one because there's a bit more pressure on this one to, do well and definitely got elimination. Making a cereal with panna cotta this time.
Start toasting off some of the cornflakes. It gives them a nice toasty flavour and really enhances it when you infuse it into the milk, which is really delicious. And then start getting onto the mix of my panna cotta. Trying to do a bit of a panna cotta redemption. I feel like if I nail it, it'll be really good. Just got to make sure I get that setting kind of correctly when it's cooked.
Tessa?
I'm using Cocoa Pop.
Oh yeah, you can't, well I was going to say you can't go wrong. No, but I suppose you can go wrong.
Besides it in there.
Yeah, it's still a bit warm. I might have to get it in.
Yeah.
My dish is deep fried ice cream with raspberry cooling. The ice cream will be coconut and it's going to be wrapped in cornflakes and deep fried. Deep fried ice cream is really tough in 75 minutes because I've got to get my ice cream done and super frozen so I can encase it and then deep fry it. This is a risk I'm willing to take. It's really inspiring having Heston here.
Hey Derek, how's it all going?
Hi. Yeah, good thanks. I'm going to do deep fried ice cream.
And then I'm going to use cornflakes on the outside. I think maybe cornflakes and coconut. My omelets are starting for the ice cream. Got to get it in to get churning.
Jeez, you need to go.
Yes.
Because you also build it, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to build it.
Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
Thanks guys. Heston and George are really excited by the idea of deep fried ice cream, but it's really pushed the boundaries of the 75 minutes that we've got. We've got to risk it for the biscuit.
We want a serial thriller, not a serial killer. 1 hour to go!
You're gonna take breakfast cereal and make a dessert out of it? Well, that doesn't happen every day, does it? So I'm gonna make masala chai ice cream and I'm gonna serve it with oatmeal cookies.
I don't get a lot of cereal. I'm a bit of more lemon juice in the morning.
What made you choose cornflakes?
My son loves it so much.
Awesome.
More sugary stuff, Cocoa Pop, that's a bit of a treat. I would love to do it, especially in front of Heston. It would just be kind of incredible.
Simeone, what's going on?
I'm doing a whiskey chocolate tart.
Okay, right.
We fix the base, the good smoky whiskey for the chocolate ganache set. I'm really hoping to see some kids in shape. I've made it before. I really love it.
Whiskey and chocolate, you love that, don't you?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's something.
Thank you very much.
Today I'm using the cornflakes, so I'm gonna make the cornflake and cardamom ice cream and orange custard. And I'm gonna pair that with a citrus cake. G'day, fellas. So here I've got a cornflake and cardamom ice cream on the go.
How much cardamom have you got in there?
8 pots. You can smell it.
Have you used cereal in dishes?
I've made a cornflake ice cream before it. I feel like cornflake ice cream's alright, but I feel like the adding of the cardamom is just going to boost it to the next level that I want.
Remember, the first thing you want to be is in the top 3, but the last thing you want to be is in the bottom 3. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
cornflake may not be the dominating flavour in my ice cream, but it tastes great. I'm starting to rack my brain about how I can hear old cereal. Last time I was eliminated was on a dessert, and I don't want to have to go through that again. I've got 2 sponges in the oven cooking my ice cream journey. I'm working as fast as I can until the lock's doing 75 minutes.
Hurry up, Derek.
I need every second left.
We do not want your foot to slip apart like you were before, right? Well, what do you have to finish off?
So, my sponge is in the oven.
Okay, and then go that.
Go that.
Well, it's not that cold. But you know what it is. Don't put your ice cream machine next to the fire.
My ice cream isn't churning. I've got it in the hot plate. What am I thinking?
Let's put this as far away from here as we put it.
It feels so obvious that I shouldn't have the churner near the hot plate. I've lost some precious churning time. I've lost about 10 minutes of the cooking.
You're learning a lesson, ain't you? Let's just hope it's not a lesson takes some pressure, yeah?
With this, because you know what, it could be a minefield. Pick this off the shelf, it's just tolerance.
Yeah.
So that ground up, to me, would be a basis of a pastry, a biscuit, a crumble.
Oh, good idea.
And at least for me, I'd keep it like that because I can make a classic up Hayfield.
One thing that says cereal is all we need, because otherwise you end up with dreadful, overly sweet Frankenstein fruit, and you end up in the pressure test, one of the 3 contestants.
I'm hoping that sweet treat can be good for me because I love cooking desserts. They're just so challenging and they are very technical.
Anushka!
Hello boys, how are you?
Excellent. I love it when you call us boys. That's who we are. What's the cereal that you're using?
Cereal I'm using is cornflakes.
Yeah.
So I'm making goat cheese parfait. And I'm going to do raspberry and beetroot sorbet. And cornflakes are going to be honey glazed and on top of the parfait.
Oh, sounds interesting. I like the addition of cheese. Yeah, the cheese and the beetroot and the raspberry mix as well. Yeah, because it will bring a real lovely sort of, savouriness.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting, isn't it? Great. Listen up! Heston's got something to say. 45 minutes to go. You've got 45 minutes.
Hey everyone.
Yeah.
Hey.
What's the dish?
I'm making honey nougat parfait with rice bubbles.
Are you doing anything to the rice bubbles?
No, I'm not. I'm just stirring them through.
It's all about that texture, isn't it? So think about it. Good luck.
Heston and George have come by my desk and they said something about texture, but I don't know how else to make it, and I need to get it in the pasta. I need me to keep moving. I pop some of my parfait mixture into these lovely log molds. The presentation for this dish is just as important as the taste.
Run, girl, run.
I need to get this into the blast chiller really quickly, and it needs to be set.
My dish is whiskey chocolate tart. The cereal I'm working with is Weet-Bix, classic Australian Weet-Bix. My ganache is cooling in the fridge. My tart base is cooking, and now I'm going to move on to my compots.
Simon, are those kumquats from the pantry?
Yeah.
Wow.
The dish itself is quite dark and rich, but I know kumquats is going to work beautifully with it.
I love the idea of the dish. It's brilliant. Flavour combination is wonderful. Tell me everything's going right. Tell me you're going to win.
Everything is going right. I am going to win.
Right. So good. Yeah. Are you sure?
I feel as though all my elements are really coming together. I'm totally excited. It's going to be great.
So what have you got going on?
So that's the masala chai blend.
Chocolate's exciting, but be careful about the tannin. You want to extract the flavour from the tea without making it too tannin.
I'm making a Cocoa Pop and Grand Marnier panna cotta. I love Cocoa Pops. They're like a treat.
Hi. So I'm doing a chocolate cocoa pot mousse cake. I'll do the chocolate cocoa pot mousse with maybe some like rice bubbles in for the crunch.
Are you going to toast them and bubbles?
No, I was just going to put them in for the crunch, yeah. But I'll maybe try doing that.
There you go.
Yeah. Cool. Top tip. Preston top tip.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Hey, Rachel, because you're back.
For today's dish, I'm making cornflake and cardamom ice cream with orange custard and a citrus cake. My ice cream's turning, my cake's in the oven, but George and Heston have got me questioning the flavour of my ice cream. Obviously, they want the cornflakes to shine through as well, and so I think, what can I do? Cornflakes, crunch. I'll make a cornflake and nut granola to give it that crunchy texture and really highlight the cornflake. Go nuts.
How you going, Tim?
Yeah, good. It's just bringing it all together now.
Yeah.
20 minutes! 20 minutes! 20 minutes, go!
Hey, question.
Keep going, Desi, mate. Come on, keep going, Sonora. Yeah, mate. I'm with you.
My dish is deep fried ice cream with raspberry pudding. The ice cream will be wrapped in sponge and cornflakes and deep fried. It's pretty mad here right now.
Bloody hell, Des.
Right now, I'm just working on toasting some cornflakes, working on my sponge,
and after my churner is asked, my ice cream's finally churned. Got to get that into the glass chiller, and then I can start to assemble the rest of this thing. It's going to be a real push, but we've got a bit more time. Oh, why the hell did I do this to myself?
Oh my god, it's giving anxiety.
That looks really good. Are you happy?
I am happy. I'm just stood up and cutting to it.
But no, wait a second. Which is prettier? Which is better? Look at that one. It's got a whole one. Don't use the...
My pasta is in a glass chiller and my sorbet is churning. It's time for me to move to the cornflakes and give them as much love as I can, so I need to honey glaze them. I'm going to think outside the box. Heston is here, I want to channel his energy and just think something a little bit different in the studio. I'm going to put them in a beetroot juice and press them up in an oven. And I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I wonder what happens.
When you put it in a beetroot juice, it's going to soak up and it's going to get...
I was just curious.
If I put them in an oven, are they going to crisp up?
I don't know. Put that one in. Just put it in, see what happens. Even if you don't use it, at least I'll know.
If it works, that would be the point of difference. It is something outside the box and it is going to lift up the cereal to another level.
No time to eat cereal, because you've only got 10 minutes to go. Come on! Let's go.
Got a few elements, guys. Got my panna cotta setting in the freezer. A few different types of strawberries. My syrup's done. My crumb's done. Really happy with all my elements. Yeah, I just got to clean up my bench, get my head straight, and play up. My first cook this morning, panna cotta didn't really work for me. So hopefully in this cook, the panna cotta, stands strong and comes out of the mold really well. Moment of truth, there's huge handwriting on this. I'm so nervous. And then Heston comes over to watch me unmold my panna cotta.
No pressure.
Which is even more nerve-wracking. Moment of truth, there's huge handwriting on this panna cotta.
No pressure.
I'm so nervous, really hoping that this time it's going to stand up strong and not flop.
How did that feel?
Yeah, really, really happy. I mean, this was what it was meant to be like, similar dish. the first time, but this one's just executed so much better. Thank you. Panna cotta redemption. That's sitting there in front of me. I'm really happy.
Okay, guys. 6 minutes. 6 minutes to go.
That looks amazing, Christina.
I've got my raspberries and I've got my sauce ready to go on top. So I need to go and check my parfait and see how frozen it is. And I push on it a little bit. Oh shit. And I know it's not going to come cleanly out of the mould. It's not set enough. So I think, well, I'll just get some quenelles. My quenelles don't look fabulous. It's actually a really rough texture, this nougat. So they're not as beautiful as a lovely log would be. But right now, I just need to get something tasty up for the judges.
Come on, Dad. Here I are.
5 minutes left. I need to get my ice cream scoop out of the glass chiller. Deep fried ice cream really has to be really hard when the judges slice into it, otherwise it's not really a deep fried ice cream. It's not quite as frozen as I'd like, but I'm going to go roll with it now. It's all I've got to get on the plate.
2 minutes! 2 minutes to go! Come on, let's go!
என்னடா 2 minutes அதுக்கப்புறம் பொறுப்பியாடா
That looks beautiful, Tati. Thank you.
I use the custard as a base in the bowl. My cake goes on top. Then the cornflake and nut granola. I pop a big scoop of ice cream on the side. I've done it.
Anushka, how are you going?
Yeah.
All good?
Yeah, I've got all my elements. I just have to put everything together.
Yeah. It's time to plate. I get my parfait on the mold. It's perfectly set. It's not overpowering goat's cheese, but there is undertone of goat's cheese in there, and that's what I want. The flavor is there. The raspberry and beetroot combination is just so really delicious. I put the sorbet on top. I take out the cornflake chips. They just look so meaty and so beautiful, and the color is really nice. I'm really happy with them.
Get it on the blooming side! 1 minute to go!
I was feeling great before, but I just hit off speed hump, and that is getting the tart out of the tart tip. It's more fragile than I thought it was going to be. And I am super worried this is going to crumble under my fingers. Far out.
30 seconds! Come on, guys!
Now I just got to get that base off the tart as well.
Did you grease your tin?
No, I cannot get that off. It is absolutely stuck to the... So, time is running out. I'm going to leave the metal base on the tart. It's an absolute wrong thing to do, but I have no choice. Here we go! 10, 9, 8...
I'm all sweaty.
So, we asked you to bring us an inventive dish using cereal. The top 3 dishes get a shot at immunity, along with Larissa. Then the 3 least impressive dishes find their makers in a pressure test. First dish we'd like to taste belongs to Ben.
Love to impress Esther. Can't really express it. He's inspired me to get into the kitchen, so kind of pleasing that hero would just be amazing.
Looks like cereal. That's good. Yeah, I like that. Ben, what's your dish?
Cereal milk panna cotta, cereal crunch, and breakfast.
Breakfast panna cotta. As a dessert, this is like Brenner now, like a Brenner dessert. And this is basically a retake on what we did this morning with the panna cotta with set.
Yeah. Similar technique, different flavors.
Good idea though, when it counts.
That cereal element. It's got a comfort to it, it's got a nice balance with the freshness from the fruits, and just it works as a dish.
A great bowl of cereal should set you up today and put a smile on your face, and you never know, with that kind of dish, it might set you up today and put a big smile on your face. Well done.
Thanks, guys. Super happy today. I've hit the brief and I've done a good dish, and yeah, just ecstatic with how today's gone.
Next up, Devin.
Go, Dev.
As I'm taking my dish to the judges, I'm happy with what I've done, but I'm also really worried because I don't know whether or not that ice cream is too hard inside.
So Derek, what did he cook?
Cooked the deep fried ice cream. And a raspberry food.
We know! We can't wait to find out!
Okay, let's go.
The sponge coating could be a bit thinner, and the ice cream has no benefit.
You know, deep fried ice cream has to have ice cream and not a creamy liquid centre. So, great idea, love it, looks brilliant, but because it hasn't worked, bottom 3 Beckons.
No bottom.
Feeling pretty disappointed right now. Fingers crossed that I may just scrape through to the bottom 3.
Anushka, please. Anushka, what's your dish?
I made goat cheese parfait, beetroot and raspberry sorbet, honey glazed cornflakes. Some of the cornflakes are beetroot juice and crystal.
I like the flavour. I like the flavour of the actual sorbet. It's got a beautiful kind of refreshing nature to it. And those little beetroot crisps are surprisingly concentrated. In a good way.
In terms of an idea, I think it's one of the most exciting. Goat cheese, beetroot, you know, the cornflakes.
Yeah.
Well done, Anushka.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you.
I'm glad that thinking outside of box paid off for me. Yeah, it feels great.
Next dish we'd like to taste belongs to Steph.
Presenting my dish to the judges, I'm really not happy with the plating. It doesn't look great. It could would have looked so good if that mould hadn't worked. I'm just hoping that the flavours speak for themselves. I've made a honey nougat parfait with some fresh raspberries and a raspberry syrup.
எல்லாம் ராஸ்பெரி தான் வச்சு யூஸ் பண்ணிருக்காங்க.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and what cereal did you use?
I used rice bubbles.
And they're through the...
They're through the parfait, yeah.
Was it a rough quenelle?
I did put them in moulds, but they just didn't freeze enough.
To me, the cereal doesn't really come through, and the texture of the parfait, it's a bit crumbly, and I think you could have done more with the raspberries, just to concentrate those flavours a bit more.
Okay.
The problem is your rice bubbles in the parfait have soaked up the juice, and so what you've got is soggy rice bubble parfait.
Trouble town.
Thank you.
Trouble tower.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't devastated. Rookie error, I guess. Looks like we're going to Trouble Town together.
Trouble town.
Christina.
Cocoa Pop chocolate mousse cake with toasted rice bubbles.
Can I say that is the best mousse I've done in life?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Tessa. Good stuff.
That looks good.
Cocoa Pop and a Grand Marnier panna cotta.
The caramel, the sauce, and the combination with the chocolate ramone works wonderfully.
Sammy! Chai and biscuit.
Love your intentions. Full on, and it's tasty.
Nicole.
It's a chocolate and custard tart with a Chantilly creme fraiche.
But it's nice and crisp, and you've got some acidity in it with that creme fraiche, which is very well received.
Tati.
Raspberry coconut chocolate tart with coconut ice cream.
I love the pastry. It's really short, crumbly, it's well cooked. Really good dessert.
Okay, so next up is Simon.
Leaving the tartine at the bottom of your tart is an absolute no. I think it's beyond embarrassment. I feel like an absolute numpty. Now that I'm standing in front of the judges, I'm thinking, should I tell them about the metal plate or should I just be quiet and hope for the best? I just don't know what to do.
என்னம்மா கட்டி ஆகல என்ன பண்ணா பேக் பண்றானா இல்ல
பேக் தான் பண்ணான் அவன்ல வச்சு.
So what do we got here?
We've got a whiskey chocolate tart and shots of whiskey.
And you use wheat bix, yeah?
I use wheat bix in the base.
And that's in the base?
Yeah. There's a little...
What? Hang on, it's a metal thing.
It's a metal thing on
Why didn't you say so? I'm trying to...
Well, I was going to because I was too nervous, so the metal thing just stuck a little.
Excuse me, customer.
Let's make a plate.
Oh, goodness, Simon. Oh, dear. What have you done?
The idea of the crust I thought was great, but I think the filling hasn't set enough.
Conceptually, I was so excited by your song. But look, you've left the base and the tart mold on there, but it's just one big mess. Thank you.
Coach, Simon, elimination.
That was not good feedback.
That was not.
And the last dish we'd like to taste belongs to Tim.
Still got some doubt about my dish. Is there too much cardamom? Have I highlighted the cornflakes enough? I'm happy with it, but I just don't know if it works.
So what have we got here?
Listen, I've made a cornflake and cardamom ice cream, an orange cake, an
cardamom.
How do you think your ice cream came out?
I was happy with the flavour. There's a risk of cardamom being quite a strong flavour could overtake the cornflakes, but I felt you got a little bit of both in there.
Tim, உனக்கு டங்கா
I like the mix, particularly the crumb. For me, it's that helps knit the ice cream and the cake together.
Orange, cardamom, cornflakes. There's now a packet of orange and cardamom flavoured cornflakes in every supermarket shelf the next 5 years.
Yeah, it's great. I love it all together. It's delicious, and your ice cream's holding up really, really well.
Beautifully done. Yeah, really good job. Thanks very much.
Yeah, boy from Ballarat, making a dessert that Hester Blumenthal loves. No, I never thought that would be possible. It's really one of those pinch me moments.
Top 3 dishes.
Well, let's start with the good news. 3 of you bowled us over. If I'll call your name, please step forward. You're in this week's immunity challenge. Ben. Rolling. That's you, Ben. You brought us a dish as much breakfast as it was fancy dinner dessert. Well done.
Going to Sweet Week, I never thought I would, hit the lofty heights, but I've done it. I'm in top 3 today, so ecstatic.
Oh, I can't believe we're saying this. Tim! You managed to make cardamom and orange bouillon with cornflakes. Brilliant work, well done.
Thanks, mate. If you get a chance at immunity during Sweet Week, it's something that I never thought would happen. I'm over the moon.
Finally, Anushka! Never has the Honey George seen such elegant, sophisticated company, but gee, you made it belong. Great cooking, superb dish. Well done, Anushka.
For 3 of you, this challenge proved to be a tough one. If I call your name, please step forward. You're in this week's pressure test. Derek. Steph.
Simon.
Derek, Steph, Simon, unfortunately, the 3 of you are in this week's pressure test.
Steph போயிடுவான்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
Guys, please.
நான் இந்த எபிசோட் தான் நான் பார்த்தேன். சொல்றேன்.
Derek, Simon, Steph, the 3 of you are so close to the top 10. We know that you don't want to go home, so you have to keep fighting. Because this week's pressure test starts right now.
What is akka? Sixer. Vara level.
I've never seen this happen before. Next time, for the first time in MasterChef history.
This is a 2-day pressure test.
What vara level.
It will have them shaking in their boots.
You will be cooking my... To be honest, I'm really scared.
As they race to tackle this marathon pressure test.
I will get onto that quickly.
It will take stamina and endurance.
Let's get a move on.
To make it across the finish line.
Need to calm my phone.
George Calabaris.
Previously on MasterChef Australia. Yeah.
The one, the only, Hester!
2:30.
This is such a pinch me moment.
Sweet. We've kicked off.
Ready, set,
go! With a
நாளைக்கு நான் வெளியில் போகணும். நான் வெளியில் போயிட்டு வந்ததுக்கப்புறம் நீங்கள் பாரு. காலையிலாம் படிக்கணும். இன்னும் நல்லா டைமில் டே டைமில் ஃபுல்லாக படிக்கணும்.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome.